A rare catch. You know what our marriage is like? A fish pulled straight from the water, fresh and full of energy. We still remember what it was like to be dating like it was yesterday. 'Cause, well, it practically was yesterday. Heck, we're even going on a date this next weekend. This time, I thought maybe I'd get dressed up all fancy for once and show him a new side of me. That'd be cool, right? So I switched it up and got a real pretty outfit ready for our date. Hey, come on! Even I can shine like a glitter snapper sometimes. Everyone has at least one or two outfits set aside for special occasions. I just don't wear them much, okay? I'm usually out getting muddy by the river, or, well, getting muddy by the ocean. But, whew, this does make me feel a little red in the cheeks. I tried on one of the outfits, but one look in the mirror was almost more than I could take. Oh, so embarrassing. The reflection staring back at me was like a totally different person. A really rosy-cheeked, normal girl. The kind of girl you definitely wouldn't see running around, jumping in rivers, and going fishing. But this was my dress to impress outfit, you know? I probably shouldn't do what I normally do. I might get it dirty. Still, wow, did this thing really make me feel like a fish out of water. The day of our date arrived. I put on the fancy outfit I picked out and twirled a bit for him. He looked ecstatic.
Wow, you're a knockout in that, Carmen. Super cute.
He didn't even hesitate for a second, an easy smile ready on his face. I'm glad you like it. His compliment had me floating on cloud 9. I had a hard time stammering out an answer as we left the house side by side. But, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, didn't that compliment roll off his tongue a little too easy? Like he was only saying it to be nice and he didn't really think I looked that cute. Suddenly curious, I snuck a glance over at him. Oh, so the outfit did have an effect after all. I saw a very, very satisfying pink hue high in his cheeks. Boy, am I really glad I decided to wear this outfit. The two of us walked together to our destination, a little spot by the lakeside. Our plan was to have a leisurely picnic lunch. Oh, man, how awesome is the weather today?
Yeah, you can see for miles.
By the time we got there, our jitters had vanished and we were as thick as thieves again.
You know, you made me kind of nervous when I saw you wearing that nice outfit. It's not anything like the usual for you.
Come on now. Even I'll dress up nice sometimes. Heck, we were relaxed enough to start ribbing each other. But right then, I heard a sharp splash from the lake. Wait, I recognize that splash. I whirled around to catch sight of scales glittering in the sun. I knew it. A fish had jumped. But not just any old fish. A throbby snapper! I shouted, my angler spirit flaring at the sight of such a rare fish. He smiled at me, shaking his head and said, "You might be a fish out of water, but it seems you're still a fish."
Seeing a throbby snapper reminds me of what happened with Carlos.
Me too. All that fuss my dummy of a big brother kicked up. When the two of us started dating, Carlos was like, "Catch me 2 throbby snappers, I'm not letting you date my sister." And catching throbby snappers isn't exactly a walk in the park either. Stupid Carlos.
Yeah, all of my fishing skill was put to the test, but somehow I pulled it off.
He laughed it off now, but Carlos sure did end up eating his words back then. Finding and managing to catch just one of them is no joke, but he brought home 2. I'd say that's pretty impressive. Not that he's any more impressive than me. I mean, when I get serious, I could lend myself a throbby snapper or 3. Oh, I know! Hey, this time it's my turn to catch a throbby snapper for you. I'm gonna go land that one! He looked at me, surprised, flashing across his face at my suggestion. Huh? Did I say something weird?
If you want to, sure. But won't you get your nice clothes all muddy?
I looked down at myself and saw frills. Oh, fish! I nearly forgot! I dressed up today! If I'd been in my normal stuff, I could have whipped out the fishing tackle without even considering my clothes. I guess I'll just have to give up on it then. I could barely get the words out, my angler's soul raging at me. I mean, a rare throbby snapper, right there, right in front of me, and I was going to let it get away? Seeing the disappointment on my face, he went silent for a bit, thinking, and then said,
It should be all right if you're careful. I'll help make sure your clothes don't get dirty, too.
Oh, how brilliant! If I hadn't already been married to him, I would have proposed on the spot. Let's do this! Hang on, let me get my stuff together. Now I was fired up. I hurriedly pulled out my tackle and got everything in order. No matter what I was wearing, I always had my tackle box with me. That's just who I was.
Well,
just a little more. I let my line dip into the water and settled in to wait for the fish to bite. Now my angler's intuition is pretty darn good, so I knew it hadn't gone far. It was still nearby. Oh, there! The instant I felt my rod dip towards the water, I pulled back on it. An extra pair of hands quickly reached out and helped pull too.
careful.
Right! Fish put up a fight, but slowly, we reeled it closer. My pupil slipped around behind my back, reaching around my waist to help stabilize the fishing pole. My heart rate started going nuts, but now definitely wasn't the time for that. I had to focus. Now, pull! I shouted at just the right moment, and together we heaved on the line. With a splash, the throbby snapper jumped into the air. Heck yeah, we did it! Look! The momentum from our pull sent me tipping backwards, and I promptly tripped over my feet to land.
Ouch. Are you okay?
Not on my butt? because of our positions while reeling in the line, when I toppled over, I landed smack in the middle of his lap instead of the muddy ground. Yikes! I'm sorry!
It's okay, I'm fine.
Though my nice clothes had escaped certain doom, he was drenched in mud all the way up to his waist.
But more importantly, look over there!
He pointed to the side, where the throbby snapper was flopping and bouncing on the ground. That's right! I had to do something about the fish before it flopped itself right back into the water! Hang on, I'll get it! I hiked up my fancy duds and made quick work of securing the fish. Oh yeah! We got it! The catch complete, we both could finally take a breath and uncoil our cramped muscles. Man, was that intense! Who'd have thought we'd reel in a throbby snapper while on a date? That's so awesome! We make a great team! Not only that, that particular fish was said to be a symbol of passionate love. And the two of us caught one together! Was that fortuitous luck or what?
Was there any doubt? Glad you had fun today, Carmen. And look, you didn't get your clothes dirty either.
I blinked, looking down at my clothes. Because of him, they were as pristine as they were when we first stepped out of the house. You'd never know that we were fishing just a minute ago. But I put on my fanciest outfit to make this a special occasion, but somehow I feel like I'm still my normal old self. The plan was for me to be extra cute for him today, but before I knew it, I'd slipped back into my regular patterns, aside from my clothes. He looked at me, his eyebrows rising in surprise.
So, I think you look cute in that outfit. I think you look cute when you're fishing, too.
What? What is he saying?
I got a 2-for-1 deal on cute sides to you today, so it's like I hit the jackpot.
Hey! I knew he meant every word of what he said, but still! Wasn't that a little too smooth?
I'm just saying it like it is.
Ugh! Do you have to say stuff that makes my heart race? My cheeks felt so hot, I half expected them to burst into flames. I squirmed, weirdly embarrassed and frustrated at the same time.
It's probably the throbby snapper's doing. It's had an effect on us.
Sensing that I was about to slug him in the shoulder, he tactically retreated and offered me an out. Right, yeah! It's all the snapper's fault, that darn fish! I gratefully took it. He didn't need to know that my heart had been racing since well before we caught that fish. Nope, never find out. But anyway, in the end, I'd say today's date was a massive success. We wound up fishing like always, but you know, maybe dressing up for a date every now and again isn't all that bad.